I'm Peter Sanders, president and founder of ShotByShot.com, the strokes gained analysis website. I'm going to talk today about proximity to the hole, both as it applies to tour players and amateur golfers. If you're lucky enough to work with tour players out there, you need to pay attention to this because the tour stat is flawed, terribly flawed, and I'll tell you why. First, shots that miss the green are counted in the proximity. This means shots in the water, shots in a bunker, buried under the lip. If they're close to the pin, they also count in this proximity number. I wrote an article in Golf WRX in early 2018 where Tiger was ranked #1 in proximity to the hole in the Honda event, despite the fact that he had hit 2 balls in the water on par 3s, both of which were fairly close proximities and counted in his winning proximity number. Secondly, the very bad misses don't count. If a ball misses the green 30 or more yards from the edge of the green, it doesn't count. So the combination of these things creates tremendous compaction, and I'll show you what I mean by that. Here's a graphic of the #1 player in 2017 for proximity to the hole, and it's less than 4 feet away from the average of the PGA Tour. And that 4 feet at greater than 30 feet from the hole is worth 0.025 strokes. One would have to hit 42 putts from the difference in the two distances to have it equal 1 shot. Next, to support my point, I did a study of the top 5 money winners in 2017. Now you might say it's a bit outdated, but I think the numbers still hold true. 4 of the top 10 money winners in 2017 were ranked in the top 10 in strokes gained approach. Obviously a very important statistic. And their average ranking was #7. By comparison, their proximities to the hole rankings were not that good. Only 2 in the top 10, and the rest quite a bit higher for an average ranking of 29. One more interesting bit of information about this stat is the #1 player that year was Ryan Armour, and who's ever heard of him, 1, and 2nd, his strokes gained approach was ranked 89th on tour, so his proximities weren't helping him all that much. Finally, some math. The average greens in regulation for the tour in 2017 was 11.68 per round. If the average player on tour were to hit 1 more green in regulation, they would save 0.42 strokes. That is the reciprocal of their scrambling number. In order to make up that 0.42 strokes by proximity, they would have to hit the ball 6 feet closer on all 11.68 greens. I think you'll agree that hitting 1 more green is much more likely and attainable than hitting the ball 6 feet closer on every green. Finally, if you're working with average golfers, we need to tell them, stop worrying about your proximity and hit more greens. They currently average, the 15 to 19 handicapper currently averages 5 greens around. For each additional green they hit, they would save approximately 0.8 of a stroke. And that doesn't count the errors that they make in chipping and sand game. So let's encourage them to just hit more greens. Thanks. If you have any questions, please direct them to me at psanders@ShotByShot.com.